The Night Ronaldo Stopped Time. World Cup 2018 versus Spain. The 2018 World Cup in Russia had already begun to pulse with drama, yet few expected that one of its earliest matches would instantly become a timeless classic as Portugal prepared to face Spain in a clash that carried not only Iberian rivalry, but also the weight of recent controversy surrounding the Spanish camp. Only days before kickoff, Spain had shockingly dismissed their head coach, and the tension surrounding their squad was palpable. But standing across from them was a man who seemed to thrive in chaos rather than shrink from it. Cristiano Ronaldo entered the fished Olympic Stadium not merely as Portugal's captain, but as a player carrying the burden of expectation from a nation that understood how fragile World Cup dreams could be. The match began at a blistering pace, and within minutes, Ronaldo found himself charging into the Spanish penalty area before being brought down by Nacho Fernandez, earning Portugal a penalty that immediately shifted the atmosphere. There was no hesitation in his stride as he stepped forward to take it, because this was not simply about scoring the opener, it was about declaring presence on the grandest stage of football. When he struck the ball past David De Gea with icy composure, he sent a message that this tournament would bend to his will. However, Spain responded swiftly through Diego Costa, whose equalizer reignited the battle and ensured that this encounter would not be decided quietly. What followed was not merely a football match, but an escalating duel between a collective powerhouse and one individual determined to shape history with his own boots. As Spain began to assert their technical superiority, moving the ball with hypnotic rhythm and exploiting space between Portugal's lines, the match threatened to tilt decisively in their favor. Yet Ronaldo remained the axis around which Portuguese belief revolved. In the 44th minute, with the score level and tension thick in the Russian air, Ronaldo received possession outside the box and unleashed a low strike that slipped embarrassingly through De Gea's grasp before crossing the line. The goalkeeper's error would dominate headlines, but what mattered most was the timing, because once again, Ronaldo had struck at a psychologically devastating moment just before halftime. Despite that advantage, Spain refused to crumble and instead elevated the tempo in the second half, producing one of the tournament's most beautiful goals when Nacho's long-range volley thundered off the post and into the net, restoring Spanish momentum. When David Silva and Andrés Iniesta dictated play with effortless control, Portugal seemed increasingly stretched, and Diego Costa's second goal only deepened the sense that Spain's collective brilliance might overpower Ronaldo's individual fire. Yet even as the scoreboard read 3-2 in Spain's favor, Ronaldo's expression never betrayed doubt, because he had built his career on rewriting narratives in precisely these moments. The World Cup spotlight does not forgive hesitation, and Ronaldo understood that immortality demands audacity. As the clock edged toward its final minutes, the game carried the desperate energy of a contest slipping away from Portugal's grasp, but Ronaldo's hunger for decisive impact grew sharper with every passing second. Then came the opportunity that would define the night. A free kick awarded just outside the Spanish penalty area after Gerard Piqué fouled him in a dangerous position. The stadium fell into a hush that felt almost theatrical, as if even the air paused to witness what might unfold. Ronaldo placed the ball carefully, stepped back with calculated precision, and fixed his gaze on the wall and the goalkeeper beyond it. The strike that followed was not merely powerful, it was technically immaculate, bending with exquisite control over the wall and dipping into the top corner beyond De Gea's desperate reach. In that instant, the scoreboard shifted to 3-3, but the emotional impact far exceeded numerical balance. Ronaldo's celebration, chest expanded and chin raised,
carried the aura of a gladiator acknowledging a conquered arena. It was a perfect hat trick, comprising a penalty, a clinical long-range effort, and a sublime free kick, each goal demonstrating a different dimension of his attacking arsenal. Spain's collective brilliance had been matched and perhaps eclipsed by the relentless will of one man determined to command the narrative. When the final whistle blew, the match did not feel like a group stage encounter, but rather a defining chapter in World Cup folklore, because Ronaldo had once again proven that greatness thrives under the heaviest scrutiny. His hat trick was not merely a statistical achievement, it was a declaration that age had not diminished his hunger, nor had pressure diluted his capacity for decisive brilliance. At 33 years old, competing in his fourth World Cup, Ronaldo delivered one of the most electrifying individual performances the tournament had ever witnessed, reminding the world that legendary status is not granted by reputation alone, but reinforced through action. Spain walked away with admiration for their own artistry, yet the global conversation centered on the Portuguese captain who refused to allow defeat to shape the evening's memory. That night in Sochi, Ronaldo did not simply score 3 goals, he elevated a football match into theater, transformed tension into spectacle, and reaffirmed his place among the sport's most relentless competitors. World Cups are measured by moments that linger beyond the final standings, and this was one such moment, where a single player stood face to face with a powerhouse nation and chose not to retreat, but to rise, ensuring that June 15, 2018 would forever be remembered as the night Ronaldo stopped time.